Hey guys, and welcome back. It's your boy Eileo. Today we have 100 Soul, and I'm just going to show you guys just the basic rundown of the UI, which is your home screen for this game. This is a game that I hope to go more in depth with as I progress, because honestly it is a very interesting game, and I just want to share with you guys. So if you're interested in 100 Soul, this is definitely the video for you. If you're not interested, just check it out, because hey, give it a shot and you actually might like it. But first, we'll start here at the top. Here we have our gold, which is your currency, of course, in this game. Pretty self-explanatory. Use this for all your upgrades for your characters. Next over here is like the in-game currency, which is emeralds, which you can get from doing quests like I have, or you could purchase them. But I have not purchased anything yet because I've only used them with one thing in the game so far, and this is your keys, which is also serves as your stamina. You could buy stamina with your emeralds, and I forgot the time on the stamina. It might be 5 or 10 minutes. I gotta look into that, re-clarify, but there's been an event going on, so I have a ton of keys that I need to burn. Over here to the left, we have the cash shop, which you can go to, and of course buy your standard packages, subscriptions, emeralds. Crowns is new. That's a bonus item you get from buying emeralds with money. Here are other fellows, which I'll get into a little bit later, that you can buy with gems. Well, emeralds, I guess you can call them gems. I'll call them gems from now on. But you can buy with gems that aren't in the game by themselves, that I don't believe. And here we also have Nova Stones. I'll go ahead and draw one right now. Nova Stones I'll explain a little bit later in this tutorial as well, but Nova Stones basically augment your stats to all of your characters. Over here to the right is the Blessing. This is more towards packages and stuff that you've bought or that you've bought, and you can activate these here. I've never used this at all, so I can't really tell you what it does because I haven't bought anything. And here we have a shop. Normal shop, guild shop, and Valor shop. Currently I'm not in a guild. Normal shop, there's just different types of things going on in here. I can't say that I purchased anything from it so far, because I've been spending all of my gold upgrading things, but I think once I get later into the game, I'll probably be coming here more often when gold isn't an issue. But right now I just stay away from it unless there's some type of rare thing that I really need. Then I'll come by and snag it up. But for the most part, I stay away from it until I feel more comfortable with my gear and a more happier spot in the game. I can't go to the Valor shop, unfortunately, but the Valor shop also has other things that the normal shop does not sell, and it can also help augment your fellow, aka give them like a boost in stats and stuff like that. Sorry I can't show you guys that, but I mean, it's not a big deal. Over here next is Pandora. She without a doubt is one of the most important pieces to this game. You unlock Pandora during the story, and what Pandora does is she essentially lets you upgrade your gear. So use her for crafting as soon as you can, like this right here. I finally got a gun. Use her for crafting as much as you can. Let's see what I have here. Go back to the other one. Use her for crafting as much as you can, because she helps you upgrade your gear after you attain your gear. And there's a lot of gear that you may get from story, but there's a lot of gear that you can only get from her, especially if you want to get it earlier in the game, as soon as you get enough materials for it. Pandora's kind of random though, but you can check over here. Let me go back. You can check over here in the records just to see what other people have pulled using that stat location for material. Is not guaranteed, but I mean, if it works, it works, and that's definitely what I've been doing. It's definitely been helping me out. I like to go over here and say like well, I don't have 100 of those, so maybe I'll do something like Doom Cannon. I'll apply that, let it craft. Hopefully she can make that. If she doesn't, she doesn't. If she does, she does. There's always room to try some more. Missions, standard. You do, these are pretty much your dailies. You do these, you'll get a lot of XP for your character to level up. You'll get some gold and some other items like the Essence of Creation. which is what you need for Pandora. So basically your dailies and your weeklies and just your achievements, just standard mobile game stuff. Over here next is your collections. This is where you get more achievement rewards. Basically you get emeralds for like this one over here. Reach 10 sub weapons, you get 50 emeralds. Reach X amount to X amount and you get emeralds. So this is over here is basically like a collection thing for your emeralds that you can use in other aspects of the game. You can use that to increase your mines, which I'm going to show you a little bit later, and you can use that for more energy, and you can also use that for speeding up Pandora, which I would not recommend. Just let her do her thing, get off the game and come back later. But see, I'm over here collecting gems, and you guys will notice right over here to the left is medals for them. Once you collect enough medals up here, then those stat boosts will come into effect. There's nothing at the moment that I'm high enough in for any of the stat boosts to come in effect, but once I get there, it'll definitely come into effect, and I can go into detail more about that later. But this is just a more of a overall tutorial. But oh, let me go back. Yeah, you get them from fellows, monsters. This hasn't been updated yet, but the more points you get, the more rewards you get. So definitely try to get everything that you can, collect it, and get those free emeralds because they do come in handy. Next is the events. There's events going on. There's your attendance. Lots of good, wonderful, and free stuff in here just for playing the game and following whatever they ask you. And if you finish it within a lot amount of time, complete all missions and you get a free sub weapon. There's other weapons that they do include up there, other bonuses, so that's very interesting as well, kind of like an in-game event all the time. The next thing over here is Advent. You unlock this a little bit later in the game. Obviously you can tell that I can't do this yet. I'm working towards it, but you also get wonderful rewards from that as well. I'm assuming Advent is one of the better ranks in the game, but I haven't done this yet, so I can't really tell you guys how amazing it is. Hopefully one day I can do it. And that boss is extremely ugly. Over here is the guild. I don't have a guild yet. Don't ask me why. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter to me at this point. I'm just enjoying the game. I'll join a guild soon. Next is Special Battle. Tower of Summoning is essentially a tower that you go through about every 15 days. You can go up to floor 4. It's usually 5 consecutive matches, 3 to 5 consecutive matches. Can't remember off the top of my hand. If you win them all, you get these rewards, which this can upgrade a Nova Stone. That one can upgrade a Nova Stone, but there's other ones like material and more Nova Stones, free keys, and things to upgrade your accessories as well. Event Battle, it clears out every single day. As you can see, Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. This one's open. Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. So different things you can run to help increase your character's equipment and also your fellows by getting them their, I guess you can call it, fellow soul stones. Next is team settings, which is where you gear up your character. Your fellow is a character that that fights with your main character as well, but keep in mind that fellows don't have gear themselves. What matters is your gear. Fellows have a different type of system that works for them. This is just equipment to see all of your equipment. You can also enchant equipment if you get a copy of that equipment through Pandora to help boost its stats more, because as you guys can see, mine is tier 3 currently, and this is what it gives. So it does give a substantial boost to the stats of your weapons and such. So this is why I recommend Pandora. Like, she's like the best thing in the game, dude. And there's also skills. I haven't invested too much in skills. Most of my skills are maybe in between 5 to 10, just because the growth on the skills right now, I'm not sure if they're going to change them, but the growth on the skills isn't that much. And every time you upgrade something, you'll get a skill point. So you really can't run out of skill points, I guess, so you're free to dump them as much as you want. But right now I'm just focusing on what I feel is the best and what makes me happy at the moment, and I'll keep those until the very end, and then I'll go all out. But that's the way I'm doing it. But every time you upgrade an item, you get a skill point for it, and you can spend it on increasing the damage for whatever move it has, which is pretty nifty. And that's just all your equipment. This is also the screen that you come to do upgrades, like I just did, and I keep going back and forth, back and forth. Next is your fellows. There's currently 5 in the game that I'm able to get, and then looks like 2 more that we are able to get after the 5, and then the other 2, oh, she's cute. The other 2 come from the Emerald shop. I want Philippa, dude. She is stacked, but the other 2 come from the Emerald shop, like I showed you guys, and there may be 2 more that I can get. I can't confirm for sure, but let's go back over here. You get different fellows as you go through the story, and they each have their own individual specialization, you could say. Nazriel, she can do stun and air damage, and there's weapons that work with both of those, which I'll make guides on later. This dude over here, he's like the best. Like, I think I have him increased the most because he's lovely. Air in this game is just OP. And you also have something called Illusion Hall, which helps you increase their stats by doing runs with them. You can only do 3 per day, so there is a limit, a hard limit to how much you can increase their stats, but it's 3 every day. As long as you play every day, you can get everyone up to as much as you want, and that increases their stats, their raw stats. Promotion, of course, increases their stats a little bit more. I have not done any promotions yet for him. I need to go to the Veiler shop, but I think it was closed. And you also get more of their souls by doing the Illusion Hall. As you guys can see, by doing the Illusion Hall, you get those souls to help promote them, and you can also use those for secret skills, which makes their moves become that much better. So it's definitely something that I would invest in because they are your only other party member. I think you can have upwards to 2 after you get Karen, but they're your only other party members in the game, and her rubies look freakishly like disgusting. But definitely don't skimp on them because they can make or break the game for you. This over here is the Nova Stones that I talked about. It's kind of like the Spear Grid on Final Fantasy X or any other type of RPG you play. Basically, you set the stones and they have to be a certain shape for them to be able to be set, and you can increase them using other stones or increase them using Nova Stone materials that are meant to level them up. But obviously, the higher the grade, the better the stats, and it's pretty straightforward from there. Your fellows, as you can see, also all get their own Nova Stone grid, I would say. So it does do a great job of adding customization to the game, because you can build, I can build my fellow different than yours. I can have gigantic a little bit more on the attack side than the defense side. You know, there's different options you could do with this, which is pretty cool. I haven't invested too much in it because I don't have that many Nova Stones, especially ones that are good. But as time goes on, you'll fill them out, and hopefully one day I can start leveling these up. So that's something else that keeps me entertained. Inventory, I never really go here. This is where you get extra items that you can use, and you can open up stuff, which I need to open up apparently. But I go here. I don't go here that much, but I need to because there's all this stuff that I can open up. But I'll do that after the video. And the last 2 is Arena, which of course is how you get where is it at? You get Veiler coins from doing the arena. So do the arena every day, at least 1 fight, and you'll get Veiler coins to help increase your, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank, to help increase your fellow stats. So it'll help increase their DPS, which overall increases your DPS. Force battle I have not done yet because I'm always not at an opportune time with it, but as you can see, you get rewards like money and Valor coins and Nova Stone tickets to draw a Nova Stone. So I mean, that's pretty much it for the basis of the game. I hope my explanation helped you guys. Here's a little bell for notifications. There's your options. There's your chat, which I don't talk to because I'm too busy playing the game. Your mailbox, of course. And let's go over here just to the battle screen. This is the map for the game. As you unlock more stuff, obviously things will become unchained, and these are the mines I'm talking about. At a certain rate, you get this much for your mines, and you can increase how much they hold with emeralds, like I have a bit. And as you progress more in the story, you'll unlock more mines for more materials, and these 3 materials are all that you need from Pandora to hopefully get something wonderful. Sometimes you get crap, but sometimes you get things wonderful. And like I said, Pandora is really helpful in essentially maximizing the DPS for your character, taking your character to the next step. But that pretty much sums up the video, guys. Like I said before, this is the basics of the game. I just wanted to go over these real quick, even though this wasn't real quick, but hopefully it gives you guys a better understanding of the game. And stay tuned, because there'll probably be a lot more videos on this when I get the time. And stay pimping, my dudes. Stay pimping. Peace out.